Nerdbot Media.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
I'm the only one dancing.
You should.
Not anymore. Oh, yeah.
But you don't need to. Because it's the BotCast Live, everybody. Monday night. Can you pop my mic up a little bit more? I'm just a little soft on this. BotCast Live, everybody. Monday night. How we all doing here today, everybody?
We're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got an awesome panel here today for the BotCast, of course. We are all fresh-faced from our stint over at Los Angeles Comic-Con.
Fresh-faced from Con.
Yeah. Some of us more than others. Los Angeles Comic-Con was this weekend. All of what you see here was there. But I can go ahead and
all there,
one.
you guys.
Rachel Litfin, my co-host.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Monday night.
It's the Fin at Fire.
Welcome to your doom.
Right on.
Fin on fire, yes.
And also in studio today, the ever awesome ScubaSteph. We are honored. We are not worthy. How are you today, Scuba?
Mm-hmm.
I'm great. I love the audience that's
Thank
clapping
you. I know
right
they
now.
love you too.
Wow. Hey guys.
I know.
And of course,
so many people.
Oh, they got a ScubaSteph sign. Hey.
After an awesome night of playing with the BEP, Mr. Chuck Nunn.
What?
The BEP.
Mr. Chuck Nunn, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he got too
No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Chuck Nunn. They were asleep a little bit. Yeah, the LSD hadn't kicked in yet. Dude, what an awesome weekend for Mr. Chuck Nunn over here. Am I right? What happened here?
That was fun.
What was it like playing with
What
the
did you
BEP?
do?
Oh,
Now,
it was great.
you were playing with Kenny Rogers. Do I understand that?
Dude,
Danger
yes.
zone.
Yes. That was great too.
And everybody throw it. If you guys were at LACC, let us know where you were. If you saw Chuck Nunn, if you saw him with his hat on backwards, you let us know what position his hat was.
Probably.
No, but it was actually this LACC was exciting. It was fun. We were out doing interviews, of course. Litfin was there doing Litfinny things. I heard that you were there through a guy who was selling T-shirts. He's like, "Oh yeah, there was someone else here that was with Nerdbot, something Rachel," and I was like, "Oh no."
No, I know who that was. I actually bought a shirt from him, and I was talking up the Nerdbots to him.
We actually did a bit at his shop because he had these two shirts. Me and Kurt Bros, because we were doing interviews.
The Lord of the Rings ones?
Yes.
I bought one of them.
Not the Lord of the Rings. They were Palpatine and Obi-Wan shirts that were there. They're as if you were electing them, in an upcoming election kind of thing.
I saw those.
Yeah,
That's
like
cool.
vote for Palpatine and stuff like
Makes me
that.
really happy that
Nice.
connection.
Yeah, we had a mini
cool.
connection. It was actually
Cool.
pretty depressing for me. I'm sorry.
I got there before you. Sorry.
Yeah. Hold on,
likes
where
me
is it? I
first.
gotta find it. Where is it? Hold on. Wait for Rachel. Yeah. That was the other thing they had. Well, because they had the Price is Right there.
They did.
Did you guys spin the wheel?
I didn't do it.
So
I saw the line. I was like,
LACC,
no.
Come on down.
they had, and actually, I want to see comments. If you spun the wheel, I need to know if there's comments. So, Rachel, is there any comments that are coming through right now as we
We just have
speak?
people chiming in,
Shouting
saying
out.
hello.
All right, give out their names and shout them out.
Kate
Hello,
Harris
everybody.
is here. What's up, my dude?
Kate's back.
We've
Kate's
got
like, where were you? You were gone for 2 weeks. I had no life.
Daryl Wallach. Yay.
What up?
All right.
Hi.
Got a yay. You know who else is back? Kylo Ren. That's right. I got my soundboard.
Miguel.
I like that. I like
Miguel
that.
from the West Coast.
I got
Hi,
says,
Miguel.
Hi, Steph, and hi, Rachel.
Hi, Miguel. I love
He
him.
says we're
He's
beautiful.
Great. Aw, he's the best. I love him forever.
Happy belated B-Day, Steph.
Thank you.
Scuba Steph
Thank you.
just had her birthday over the weekend.
Yes. I'm 21.
Again?
Again.
Also, if you're watching this tonight and you want your friends to know about it, go ahead and just click that share button and spread the good news about Nerdbot Podcast tonight.
Do it.
We would appreciate it, and if
Very
not,
much appreciate
we will
it.
pass down very much dishonor on you.
Oh, you!
Dishonor on the cow.
Dude, I love that.
That's the best.
Yeah.
So what's, Darren Wavy, he goes, so that's what Chuck looks like.
This is Chuck Sum when you see it, and when you don't see it, it's Chuck Nunn, and that's pretty much how it goes about for the most part. Mr. Chuck
When you're
Nunn,
not wearing a
ladies and gentlemen.
onesie, like
Cover
this
my
is.
face
This
right now, except for that
We've
one
got
picture.
someone named Jeremy DeChant.
Yeah, the Deshant.
Telling the girl on the far left, I say, hi, and I'm single. Not the one with the, not the one with the glasses. I thought he meant you.
He's talking about
he's
me.
talking about you.
He's talking about me. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
D Ruby goes, so sad I missed LACC.
Aw, D, what the hell?
Dude, I would
Dude.
love to see you there.
It was
It's
so
okay.
much
It's
fun.
okay.
Darren goes, hi, BotCast. Hi.
What we remember at least.
Kurt, they said my name.
Wow.
Yes, we said Daryl.
I like that Chuck
Daryl.
Chuck continues to allude how drunk he was.
He was
Well,
gone.
I mean, I would have
Chuck
got
was
home if I
gone.
remember where home was.
Chuck ain't got none.
What's your drink of choice when you're partying at LACC or it was CCC, right?
Can I say?
Okay, all right, Steph, jump in first.
Tequila, anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my
well,
goodness.
the second one for the weekend, it was just anything. Anything and
We'll
everything.
drink
Oh my
anything.
So you don't have
Some
a
standard.
Tequila.
Okay, tequila as well. All right,
Yeah.
you get another happy applause there. Good job.
Tequila's a
Thank
cool
you for keeping
mistress.
our families employed on the other side of the border.
Oh my God,
Appreciate it.
Anthony.
Good job. You're the best.
Okay.
No, but they had a lot of stuff going on at LACC. I feel like, also the other thing was that our show hasn't been on for the last 2 weeks because we were having technical issues. And
We
then,
just had stuffs in the way.
yeah, and then of course filming stuff in the way. But one of the things actually that I will note, the reason why we were down the last couple of weeks is because we relaunched our nerdbot.com site.
Yes,
so we are
that's
going to
part of
ask
it.
you, please
Yes.
check out the new nerdbot.com site. It's been refreshed. We have new articles up, going up every day. All our writers are on there. We're doing our best to kind of get it up to speed so we can get the store up. We can get a lot more than what we had up before, of course, but you'll be able to get all the media. Every time we've been throwing out, check out this at Nerdbot Media, check out that.
Yeah.
I was kind of all over the place on the website.
But the website's much more streamlined
Yeah, it's way
now.
more streamlined now, so please go check out the website. It is nerdbot.com. We are your home for everything nerdy. We pretty much have a monopoly on the Chuck Nunn. We keep the Chuck Nunn well stocked here. Sometimes we get loader running out and we just ship it in from an unknown location, undisclosed location.
Gotta get my Chuck Nunn fix.
Yeah, we all got it. It's like some people like Szechuan. Some people need the Chuck Nunn.
I choose Chuck
Rachel,
Nunn
how do you
always.
say Szechuan again?
Szechuan.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
Szechuan.
Which, by the way, there was a good
Swifty.
Meeseeks. There was also a good Meeseeks cosplayer.
was.
Oh my
And
God.
he
the
had the
Szechuan
Szechuan case on him.
Yeah.
And now that made me think like that would be the ultimate episode, I think, if they sent the Meeseeks to go look for the
Did you
Szechuan.
watch Rick and Morty?
Well, I
That'd be
started
sick.
watching it, yeah.
I'm so proud of
Wow,
you.
yes, thank you very much. I'm here all night, folks, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do.
It's a good show.
Every time I watch like one
He hasn't
thing.
watched it before?
No, he watches like nothing current.
Oh.
Wow.
I am so proud of you.
Okay, it's true because I am close to finishing the last season, the third season of Clone Wars. I'm on the last episode of
Nice.
season 3,
Nice.
and it is so good. Which, by the way, to all my folks out there who really know about Clone Wars, season 3 is fucking brutal. A lot of people die on that that season. I was like, holy crap! Was not
spoiler.
expecting that.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Please,
Wow.
spoilers.
Yeah, a lot. Spoilers.
No,
a lot of
I've
people
heard
died in
it's an
Star
intense show
Wars.
for a kids show. Like I heard it's intense.
It's really like the most memorable thing I can think of in the last few episodes was somebody getting chopped in half by doors that were closing.
Yeah, see,
it was
that's-
a trooper,
that's-
and that's fucking
no.
morbid. But I mean,
That's fucking
anything
nuts.
to help the Republic. So we got to do it. I'm so sad I couldn't load my Star Wars music on here because I would have totally hit it on there. But instead, I got this for Rachel
good.
Litfin.
Heather Gentry goes, happy Halloween. Wow.
I know. Sometimes I got to pull it in early. We'll save it for later, though. For when Chuck Nunn tells his story about Black
I
Eyed
can't
Peas.
wait to hear the Chuck Nunn
That'd be great.
Black Eyed Peas story.
In Civil War tone.
Just some comments before we jump in.
Yeah, get some comments.
for it.
Acknowledge our wonderful viewers. Tonight's loyal fans. Heather Gentry goes, happy Halloween, everyone. Yes! Halloween
Yes.
is tomorrow night.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna wear a onesie to
I
work.
know. You know what my favorite thing is? That like my phone today at it's October 30th told me today that Halloween is tomorrow, as if
Damn.
like come on, man.
Your phone
Technology,
thinks you're
bro.
old.
It's
I
Halloween
know, it's
Eve.
Technology.
It's
Oh, hey.
Halloween Eve.
It's like, do you remember when there was a Halloween?
Yeah, your
We
phone
used
thinks
to-
you're like 40.
Yeah. Well, even it thinks I'm from the 1940s. That's what it thinks. Thank you very much, iPhone 5.
That's a cool phone. if it's reminding you, it's doing its job. That's cool.
I like when Rachel does the Stewie look. That's the best. She's like, "What is this?"
Are we
Oh my
trash?
gosh.
Yeah. Elvin Zaletta says Anthony still gets his electronics at Radio Shack.
Aaron Fields asks, "What are you all wearing for Halloween tomorrow?"
Ooh.
Chuck, we're
That's a
gonna start
pretty
with you.
sexy question.
That's a
Thank you
very
much.
sexy
I'm just gonna be
question.
lazy and simple and wear my monkey onesie that I always wear.
Your what onesie?
My monkey onesie.
Your monkey.
It's a Kigu.
That's cute.
It used to be
Aw,
a sheep onesie. He just doesn't wash it anymore. That's Chuck Nunn, everybody. Pay your bills.
That's cool. Are you gonna trick or treat after?
Oh, me?
Yeah, no, it's fucking
I'm probably gonna pass out candy.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
Not razor blades, right?
minus the candy. Hashtag
Put
pass out.
drug candy.
Pass out shots.
Yeah, it's like,
Tequila.
Shots in
come
the
on, son.
I heard children like Jello. Children like Jello shots, right?
Dude. Oh my god.
Tastes like NyQuil.
What about you, Steph? What are you gonna be for Halloween?
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be M Shadows.
Oh.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
No, M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold.
Good guess, though, Rachel. Good guess.
Sevenfold, the
Yeah.
lead singer.
He's
Wow.
the lead
Nobody
singer of the
wants
best
that.
band
Oh,
ever.
okay.
Okay, you want to fight?
Oh, yeah?
What band?
You told me the
Avenged
best band
Sevenfold.
ever was
Back
porn.
her up, dude.
Avenged Sevenfold.
How many folds do they avenge?
Sevenfold.
You know what the lore is about? No, well, the lore.
It'll be great. Don't worry.
You can't fold a piece of paper more than 7 times. That's all I'm saying.
You actually
that's
can't,
true.
though.
That's true.
Actually, it's more than 6 times. You can't do it more than 6 times.
That's why it's 7-fold.
I'm
Yeah.
a weirdo. I decided to dress like a man for Halloween. I'm excited about it. So that's what I'm going to do.
awesome.
What are you wearing?
I have
Wow.
so many cosplays.
Whose volume
Nothing to
is-
wear. Because honestly, this is really sad. Just cosplaying so much over the years, and every
She's
other
gonna be
weekend I'm
Terminator.
That's
dressing
right.
up.
Rachel's
every
going
day
to be
is
the.
Halloween.
Rachel will be Sarah
Every
Connor.
day is Halloween,
Halloween for
so
a
I've
cosplayer.
decided for Halloween to shed my exoskeleton and be a Terminator.
Hi.
Dude.
Just run around completely with my adamantium bones.
She's the kind of Terminator that
Wolverine Terminator.
She's the kind of Terminator that talks to you till you die.
The kind of Terminator you don't want, but
A
you deserve.
Wolverinator.
She'll kill you with conversation.
Actually, I'm probably not gonna dress up tomorrow. I'm actually going out. I'm gonna go see. You know what?
It's a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And I'm
Clubs go up
old.
on the Tuesday.
I'm
Wow.
so old. I have a show I'm going to tomorrow night. Actually,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna actually. I love this. This is a lace trench coat jacket, so
Cute.
I'll probably wear this tomorrow. Something cute. And I actually
She made
I have
this.
a show I'm going to tomorrow night. It is we're gonna see. Hocus Pocus, the parody musical.
Nice.
So
Nice,
it's
nice.
gonna be
Is there
my
a different?
Halloween.
Is there a
and
different
Cute.
name for it? Is it just Hocus Pocus the parody?
I don't know what it is. It's playing somewhere in
Can
West
we
Hollywood.
give it a name?
And so,
Is it Jocus Pocus? Huh?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Here we go.
I have not
Where
seen
is
that
it?
movie,
Where is it?
and
Where is
I
it?
suck so hard. I need to watch it.
Wow, she gave me a
Get
fucking
him.
trailer. How dare you?
Get out of
You haven't seen Hocus Pocus
I
in how long?
haven't.
So when's the last
know.
time you saw Hocus Pocus?
Guess what?
Probably like within the past 5 years.
I just saw Hocus Pocus for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I'm not
I'm
alone.
not alone.
Okay, all right.
And
Well,
I
people are
know
late.
I'm gonna get freaking torches and pitchforks at my house in the next 30 minutes from saying that.
Dude.
But I just saw Hocus Pocus for the first time, and
Wow.
so I'm now finally gonna go see the musical tomorrow night.
Welcome.
So.
Welcome
Cool,
to
cool,
the
cool.
adult club.
And I got my candy. I got my candy early because LACC was passing out candy like candy Sunday, and I went around
That's
and
just to distract you
literally
from the
I just
politics.
raided everybody's booth.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Igor, so one of our my boyfriend Igor, he is a prop builder, and he won the international Los Angeles
Oh
Comic
yeah,
Con
give him
contest.
some props.
No
by the way.
way.
He won.
I forgot
What did he
about
wear?
that.
What did he
Throw that out
wear?
there.
He brought. He didn't even wear
he brought-
anything.
what did he bring?
The prop he bought was. The Thomas helmet. He's a huge Daft Punk fan,
Right.
And he brought the Thomas helmet. And
You said it was Battlestar Galactica. You
no,
lied
I did
to me.
not. I did not.
I know,
I
I'm
did not
just
tell you
kidding.
this. It's not a Cylon. It's Thomas from Daft Punk. And this thing is so pretty, it doesn't even look real.
Mm.
And he built this 3 years ago on a whim just because he wanted it. So he enters the contest, and he won. He didn't think he was going to, but he totally
Nice.
won. He won first place.
Mm-hmm.
They hand him this giant silver cup trophy as part of there were other prize stuff he won too. But this giant silver cup trophy, which was awesome, right? And so I carried it around the whole day because he didn't want to carry it. He just wanted to carry the helmet.
Because
And
you
so
are
with
his
this-
trophy.
and the joke-
At the end of the day, right?
joke was, I was
I'm
like,
scoring
oh.
you points right here. You go, all right, don't screw this up.
I was like, oh, I'm trophy wife. Hi, I'm trophy wife. This is my cosplay. I'm trophy wife. But this giant silver cup, I went around to all the candy tables and just started just shoving candy in this cup.
Nice.
Wow.
And then all my friends, shamelessly, I was all like,
Nice.
I'm a child. Give me your sugar.
Just so you know, whenever she's not here, she's not a part of the BotCast, and I don't know her when she's in public. Just wanted to put that out there.
Who are you now, Mariah Carey? I don't know her.
See, I don't
I
like
don't know her.
what she did was fair.
That's not Mariah
I
Carey.
know, but that's as close as I got to Mariah Carey. Sorry. That's all I got.
Well, what
Sorry.
she did was fair because we had a table, Nerdbot Girls had a table at
Right.
LACC, and
they
Sunday
did.
they gave us a handful of candy. So they
To hand out.
Yeah, they
Okay.
gave you candy to hand out.
gave you
Oh, that's
so
super
it's
nice.
not like the
That's cute.
Yeah, it's not like the vendors are buying
No,
candy.
You know what?
It was
Yeah.
candy given to everybody by
Yes.
LACC, by the bucketfuls, and
we'll-
so a ton of booths had it
Yeah.
out.
That's actually
It's meant
really
to take.
no, but that's really awesome, and it touches back on the things that we were kind of saying at the beginning, which was I think LACC outdid themselves this year,
Yeah.
on a multiple amount of levels.
That's
But
actually
we
the
will
first-
get to
That's
it.
the first time I've heard that because I've actually heard the opposite.
What they didn't?
I've heard that it was lackluster this year.
Oh. I feel
I've
like
heard
there's.
both.
I've
I
heard
heard
both.
both,
I've heard
but
mixed.
but
Yeah.
I think the cosplayers had their reasons because of the weapons ban.
Of course.
And I'll get to something later on regarding that too. But I'll get to that when we start discussing the con a little bit more. But we also got news to get to. But let's get some of the comments in before we start covering.
Yeah,
the
we have a
news. So
lot
if
of
you can,
comments. We have a
please.
lot of you we want to say hi to
Please.
tonight.
Please throw your comments out to people.
Let's see here. I'm going back a little far.
Go back in time.
Miguel West Coast just says, I just get candy off my nieces. That's how you do it, man. Frank Ramirez goes, I'm trick-or-treating at Steph's house. She better have full-size Snicker bars.
He's gonna be
I
here and no one's
will
here.
give out wine.
To the children.
It's just gonna be him on the dark porch, like, hello.
You gotta start them early, okay?
Get him started.
Get them started.
Frank Ramirez also says he's giving out tacos for Halloween. I want to go to your house.
We're going to his
I'm
place.
going to go
Yeah,
trick-or-treating
very
at
much.
your house.
Blast that.
How do we know he's not just like making a taco stand and then this is pretty much his advertisement?
Heather
He totally
goes
used us.
trick-or-treating at Frank's house. Yes.
Yes.
All right, Frank, I'm going to need you to
Yes.
direct message us your address,
Yes.
your social security number, your mother's maiden name, and your tacos.
That got really complicated.
Mother's
and
maiden
fast.
name, bro.
I know, right? Yeah.
Your P.O. box.
because
your social.
reasons.
We need a name that you are uncomfortable saying to your own mother. Her own name. Besides mom.
Oh, maiden. Yeah, they always
Yeah.
get weird about that.
It is
Yeah.
weird. I
I'm
mean,
not weirded out about my maiden name.
I know, but it is weird calling your mom something other than mom or calling your dad his real name. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Or asshole.
No.
That's
You know?
wow.
They're just being
That's
weird.
weird.
Things weren't good in the Ayala.
Austin Flowers goes, I'm going to be Jack Skellington. My wife is going to be Sally, and our boy is going to be Baby Jack, and their daughter's going to be Zero.
Cute.
That is family
That is
skills
parenting.
done right.
Yes, parenting done right.
That is it right there.
You know what? We're just gonna sterilize Litfin right now because she can't do better than that at this point. Sorry. You never seem like the kind of person that wants. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. All right, she's doubling down on this.
Are they going to kidnap the Sandy Claus?
Yes.
Love.
Long answer
that
yes, but short answer no.
They're both short.
David Roberts is a fan of your hat, Stephanie.
Thanks.
He
But
goes,
no one's a fan of my.
yes.
Well, I've been
Tony
wearing it for a while.
Adams
It's awesome.
says, best use of a trophy ever. Yeah, me. Yeah. Trophy wife.
Trophy wine.
Excellent. All right. Well, actually,
I
what
should be that tomorrow night. Just like wear a pin that says
Dude.
Igor's trophy. What if? All right. What if you were a trophy wife that also read the news? What about that?
Don't tell me what to do, Anthony.
News with Rachel Lick.
Because I'm going to read the news now, apparently.
Dude, is that Sonic?
No, it's my news intro.
No, it's
Get it
completely
right.
not Sonic.
It's completely mine.
And if you tell anybody it is, I will
we have
find
to
you.
kill you.
I will kill
It's
you.
He's going to go Liam
Litfonic.
Neeson on you.
Litfonic.
Good evening, everybody. It's Monday night, October 30th, the day before Halloween, and this is the BotCast and your nerd news coming out to you. I'm Rachel Litfin.
Super excited.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Oh wow!
First up on our nerd news, let me pull up my notes here. I just want to segue with this really quick. Michael Bay is directing a new movie, and it was announced this week that Michael Bay is taking on Dora the Explorer. I'm not even kidding.
What? What?
So it was Hold
All
on.
right, deal. Dish it.
I'm gonna dish it. Let me go into the list
And we
right
need
now.
your
Is
opinion.
it
We
a
need,
cartoon?
if you guys have info on
it's
this,
gonna
please
be
throw it out.
So if
It's
you've
live
heard
action.
about this, I want to hear your comments. But it's going to be a live action. Michael Bay is making a Dora the Explorer movie. This was just posted a few days ago. It's going to be a gritty, action-heavy reboot of Dora the Explorer.
Action heavy.
Swipe or no
That's a
swiping,
joke.
and they
That has
kill
to be
him.
a joke, man.
I mean, like, I just... It's
like PG-13.
It's not even April, you guys. It's October.
you!
Weird.
On your cow!
I know.
It makes no
It
sense.
does seem like bullshit, though.
That
Is
makes
Dora
they're
gonna
gonna-
make out with boots?
They're going to... This isn't that kind of jungle,
Really?
okay? This is not that kind of jungle,
Bestiality.
Chuck.
You're in the jungle, what he wants.
Welcome to the jungle.
No, I want to see Backpack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Backpack's gonna be like all torn, like I remember Nam.
I want
seen some
backpack.
shit.
I seen it.
Wow. What, it's like backpacks played by Cat Williams or what? I've seen some stuff out there. I have told you many times.
Dora, don't go down that road.
I told that little girl, do not go down that road.
Please, God. Please, God, no.
Oh my god.
It
That's a
has
good
a
impersonation.
2019 release date. Late 2019.
So it does have a release
This
date.
is real, you guys.
Push it back.
Right,
Push
this
it
is
back.
for everybody.
I kind of feel like this could be a win, you guys. I mean, like
I don't know,
a
man.
really gritty Dora the
I would
Explorer.
watch it. I would watch it actually. I think it's gonna be a Sharknado.
Well, we're all
Like,
gonna-
it's so
yeah,
bad that
well,
it's
no.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like, I think that's the era of time we're entering now, which is we're making movies perceivably bad.
Rebecca
to try to be
Cheslar
that
goes.
rude.
It's
Hashtag tell me
essentially
what's up.
Rebecca Cheslar goes. It's going to look like Laura Croft, but with an orange top and pink shorts.
Oh.
Okay.
Hopefully.
See, it could be like that. And then
that'd be cool.
Diego could be like Nathan Drake, you know?
And
then-
Spanglish? It's going to happen? Spanglish?
Yeah, Spanglish. Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to like make
Yeah.
out in the forest, even though they're
Maybe.
cousins.
Starring Adam Sandler and Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
That was way too much excitement.
I love Adam
Hold on,
Sandler.
Steph. I need you to turn it down for Adam Sandler.
Naseem
just a
Azizi.
little bit.
For what?
Naseem Azizi goes Shia LaBeouf as Swiper. Because it's Michael Bay.
Are we all? But see,
God.
no. This sounds like an early April Fool's.
No,
Like,
it's not,
You know what I was
though.
just thinking? I was thinking like
Because Stoller,
but is not Halloween an April Fool's in and of itself? Are we not April Fooling each other with our appearances?
Are we not?
So Nick
don't know.
Stoller,
We all wear
a
masks.
writer who's worked with Michael Bay before, who has penned scripts such as, hold on, let me read this real quick. He's worked on scripts for Getting Sarah Marshall, The Muppets Most Wanted,
Oh,
and
so
Captain
nothing good.
Underpants. Stoller is writing this script. This is a real thing. It's coming. It's going to get off the
right.
ground.
This is
All right, but considering Dora has run for a staggering 14 years on
getting-
Junior.
We're actually getting some really fun casting out of this. We got Michael
Some
Powell
fan
saying
casting?
Rob Schneider is the monkey.
Oh my God.
Dude.
No, Gilbert Godfrey is the monkey.
Daryl said J-Lo as Dora. Wow, are we not?
J-Lo is Dora.
Whoa.
So we need a
I kinda
50-year-old
want- I kinda
Dominican
want
with a big butt
Selena-
as our explorer.
Selena Gomez to be.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know.
And Justin Bieber should be Diego, and it should
Whoa.
be like a love story.
All right, hold
so
on.
weird.
All right, you're gonna have to pump your
God.
brakes because
I
we're
can't
dancing.
even.
We're dancing
I
a fine
can't
line of racism and homage here.
Yes.
A little-
Weird. Super weird.
All right, you guys, we're gonna cut this short. Dora the Explorer by Michael Bay, 2019. There we go.
Interesting.
Happy Halloween.
Not behind it. Not behind it.
I will maintain that it's bullshit and or will never happen. And if it does happen, you guys
gonna
can
eat
have
your hat? Can I watch
will,
you eat
I
your
will
hat?
eat my hat. With a knife and fork.
Next up on our nerd news.
Don't tell me you have Star. Do you have Star Wars?
I have Star Wars news. Do you not want to hear it?
No, I just don't have my Star Wars music
Star
queued up. Hold on.
Wars.
Give me a
Why?
second.
Star Wars.
Because I couldn't get it to load.
Star
Give me a second.
Wars.
Give me a
We
second.
got some Star Wars
Give me a
news. If you're trying to avoid spoilers, I'm sorry.
Is this a spoilers thing?
It could be.
All right.
It's
well,
a
go
news.
ahead.
It's a news alert. It's on
a
Nerdist.
news. It's on Nerdist.
All right, go for it.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Adam Driver had a Freudian slip, a little bit of a, two loose lips. He was asked.
Phrasing? Are we not doing
We're not doing
phrasing?
phrasing. We need some Archer clips on there.
Phrasing.
The biggest question coming out of The Force Awakens is arguably who are Rey's parents, right? Well, I mean, if it
I got
wasn't
bigger
so,
questions.
No. We're not talking about this. Okay, we're talking about Rey's parents.
All right. All right. Just in.
Also,
the Porg of Justice.
We've got the brand new Ewoks.
Wow, really?
Pretty much.
Just like that?
Pretty much.
We've got the new edition of the Ewoks. 40 years later, we have brand new Ewok merchandise.
We had the first order destroyer here last week.
They're now calling Ewoks Porgs, but I assure you it's an Ewok in a seal suit.
Wow.
Pretty much.
That might be the ultimate
So many porg
twist.
haters. Jesus
It might be
Christ.
what if that's the
So
ultimate
many
twist?
what haters?
So many porg haters.
Why are there so many people hating on Porgs?
That's just how it goes, I guess.
Michael Powell is putting it in stone.
Michael Powell.
God damn you, Michael Powell.
He
I don't
goes
need that.
9:33 p.m. 10:30:17. Anthony Ayala is going to eat his hat if Dora the Explorer movie does happen.
I don't need that kind of press, Michael Powell, please. I do not need that. I need you covering other stuff.
All right, back to Star Wars. So Adam Driver kind of let loose something that he probably shouldn't have.
Star Wars fart.
Stab was. It's something about Rey's identity. They're talking about the movie and everything, and
All right, I'm gonna
his
take this
attention
off so I don't
diverts to
hear
Rey,
this.
he goes, "You have also," so in quotes, he goes, "You have also the hidden identity of this princess who's hiding who she really is so she can survive, and Kylo Ren and her hiding behind these artifices." And all of a sudden, we're like, whoa, rewind that. Princess?
Yes.
He just said Princess Rey.
She's a Disney
No,
princess.
he said you have a princess that's in hiding.
The identity of this princess, this in
Let me
quote,
see this.
Rey.
No, let me see
He's
this.
referring to Rey.
You also have
'Cause if
the
you look at the
identity of
context of
this
the whole-
princess
Oh my
who's
God,
hiding.
you're
who's
really good at that.
Who's really is she? Who? Let me see.
Is that what Adam Driver sounds like?
Yes.
You
No, it's not.
have
Exactly.
also the
It actually
identity
does.
of this princess who's hiding, who she really
Oh my
is.
God!
So
Wow! I don't want this,
she can
Anthony.
survive, and
Don't do this
Kylo
to me,
Ren
Anthony.
and her hiding behind these artifices.
Don't
You
ru-
sound like Adam Driver.
Don't ruin Daddy Kylo.
I did like a little Lego miniature thing, and so when I transferred his voice in, it turns out that that's how his voice sounds.
Wow.
Okay, so let's not get ahead of
So
ourselves.
it is saying he didn't say this.
No. He's talking about Rey.
Yeah,
Because
no,
if you-
he didn't. It's
But I know
Leia.
what-
Leia is still the princess that is in hiding, though.
That's true. That's
Maybe.
true.
And
No,
she's,
that's true.
And she has a hidden identity because after what happens with her mother and then Luke and her being split up, nobody knows who they are or where they are. The idea of Jedi and lore and legends is already gone.
Okay, no. The entire. Okay, you have to read the entire interview because I read the entire interview. They are talking about Rey.
Okay.
Not.
That's what Nerdist
Leia.
wants you to think. See, Nerdist spreads lies. That's why you got to go to nerdbot.com and get the truth. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna Google this whole. Oh my gosh!
Hashtag Chris Hardwick is a liar.
Oh, don't anger Nerdist, please.
No, he knows what he did.
You know what you did.
He's a good friend. He's a good friend.
No.
Well, he's not your friend, but he's my friend.
Anyways, no. This is about Rey. This is not
Star
regarding
Wars.
Leia.
All right. Presumably, you know what?
Presumably.
We're gonna do the responsible thing and say according to Nerdist.
According to Nerdist. But
There you go.
these are his words, though. And everyone already knows Princess Leia is who she is because she's Leia Organa and she's a general. And they already know that she was a princess of Alderaan.
Yeah,
so
but
why
he
would they
also-
be hiding she's a princess?
Yeah, but why would he let it slip if he's under a contractual agreement?
Because
that he'll get screwed over?
sometimes people literally just don't think
Nah,
and
they
they're
got
talking
They
so
got
much.
handlers, bro. You're underthinking it.
Underthinking it?
Yeah.
No, I mean
They
it.
would not have let that leave, man. Come on. You know how hard
I
you're
don't know.
guarding this?
You never know.
You never know. Sometimes people
do.
accidentally say
I
stuff.
know. I know right now. So.
So the whole thing is, people
What if-
think he might have given away the Last Jedi's
What if-
biggest secret, which is that Rey could possibly be his sister. And so for all of you Reylo shippers out there, I'm not even sorry, man. I'm on that ship too.
Shippers.
Look, see, we got people coming in. They're chiming in. Frank Ramirez says it's Leia hiding. She's a Jedi too, you know, and that's the
But
other
Leia's
thing.
not in hiding. Rebecca Chesler goes, Leia's not in hiding.
Yes, she is.
Okay,
she's
she-
with the rebels. The rebels are always hiding.
Why
If you're
is
a rebel,
she
you're
hiding
hiding.
that she's a princess? Everyone knows she's a princess.
Nobody knows she's a princess. Her home planet is destroyed, and Organa is dead.
Okay,
Like,
but she goes by
everybody
Leia
is-
Organa. She goes by General Organa. Leia
Yes,
Organa.
she's a general now. Nobody knows that she's a princess, and nobody addresses her as princess.
That's true. That's true.
Why would she
what
be
is it,
hiding
like
she's a
general or
princess,
something? Like,
though?
what does she go by? General? Like, what is
But
it?
anybody
How
who
are
knows
you
her
a
history in the
princess?
last 30
Yeah,
years
but
would
how-
know that she's
but-
already been a princess.
Royalty of what? Her planet was destroyed.
So then, exactly, why is she royal? Unless it's Rey, the lineage gets passed down.
Damn, you burned me on my own logic. Fuck.
Yeah,
Damn it, I need to give myself a
because
trailer
Rey
for
would
that.
be a princess.
It's true. Well,
Yes and no,
it's
yes
true.
and no, yes
yes
and
and
no,
no, but
yeah.
yeah. If we had your buddy on who was talking about princesses and kings when we were doing our Game of Thrones,
Andrew would
he
be
would
great.
disagree.
Andrew would be able to rip a new one.
Damn, but you see, that's why I'm saying that I think Driver knows what he's doing, and he's making it seem like it's Rey, and it's not. It's Leia. Everybody, see, look,
goes,
even Rebecca.
Queen Jar Jar Binks.
Rebecca is saying,
Oh, God.
what?
Bruh.
Everybody knows she's a princess.
She's princess. Like, that's the thing. Everyone knows she's a princess. So why would somebody be hiding that they're a princess? He's talking about...
For the same
he's
reason
talking
you
about
hide
Rey.
because you're Obi-Wan, so you don't get hunted down and killed.
No, but they don't call him
Luke.
Jedi Obi-Wan. They just
And
call him
Luke.
Obi-Wan. That was part of her title at one time, that she was a princess. That doesn't just leave. People know that. That's common knowledge.
It does leave if your entire galaxy is destroyed and people
But it's
who
still
knew.
common knowledge that people know she's a
I
princess.
guess, yeah, they do have like her data thing.
You can remember
saved.
things. There are people who...
No, well, you have to think about the lore of Star Wars, which is she has an identification thing in her body.
It's
that
Rey,
whatever.
man. Ray and Kylo.
Or there is
Raymond.
there is another. Or there is
Okay,
another.
okay.
All right. Well, we
right.
got to move on because the speculation is getting too strong for some people here. Why the hell is the sound all the way down? What the hell is going on?
Tiffany goes, why is
There we
Chuck
go.
so quiet?
Because he's only watched the Star Wars holiday
not that
specials.
nerdy.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Yeah, you're nerdy in other
can't be.
ways.
What's the anime you just started watching?
No, we're not talking about that.
Tell me. Just say the anime
disobey.
you just started watching.
I love My Hero Academia.
All right. So as far as work, okay. So then, just a raise of hands. Who thinks Rey is the princess that they're talking about?
In the comments, sound off. We're moving on, though. 'cause
No,
we
just
gotta-
right now, just super quick.
Oh,
and then
I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm a heavy
I don't know.
neutral.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
And heavy
I'm gonna be
neutral.
neutral,
You're
too.
a fucking weak ass. Move. You could have picked a side and it wouldn't matter. That's why I'm disappointed.
I mean, Game of Thrones is so widely accepted now. Totally gonna be
We'll see.
brother sister.
All right, moving on. Wow. All right, I guess that's what became of Star Wars. I like that, like Star Wars narrowly avoided incest only to return back to it. Thank you, Rachel Litfin.
George doesn't learn.
Wow. All right, what do we
All
got
right,
next?
last up on our nerd news tonight, the Justice League soundtrack has just been released for the movie coming out on November 17th, later on this month.
Creed.
And anybody who knows anything about a soundtrack for a movie, if you listen to the music, you can actually find out a lot about the movie just by the way it sounds, especially if the songs are in.
Turns out she loved him. She really will always love him. That was what she was saying.
I
in that song.
mean, you know, Bruce and Diana have a theme on the soundtrack, actually.
Oh,
Nice.
what? Is that a leak? That's a leak. Do we
Well,
call that a leak?
but it's on the soundtrack and it's titled Bruce and Diana. It's
That's
song
kinda
number
cool.
9.
What if it's a song they
I
fight,
can
fight
get
against
behind
each
that.
other too?
It's a love song. It sounds beautiful.
I can get behind that. 100%.
Dude.
I'm really, if that's what they're gonna do, if that's what they're gonna do,
I want to hear it.
I'm for it.
Right.
Okay, listen to it. I listened to some of it. So the music was composed by Danny Elfman. Joss Whedon has worked with Elfman before and knew that he just knocked it out of the park. And you know, he has a lot of credits under his belt.
He is dope.
I mean, he's overqualified for it, obviously. And there's 20 a little over 20 tracks on the whole thing. And I listened to some of them today, and they were just beautiful, and they've done a great job. It's interesting, too, because if they are in chronological order, for the main theme song, each of the superheroes kind of has a theme. You can hear it.
Yeah.
There's obviously
Yeah.
like a Cyborg theme, an Aquaman
Oh,
theme,
sick.
and everything. They're thinking they actually discover Cyborg first because of the way the themes are set up.
Nice.
Also, too, the original tagline they were going with was Unite the Seven.
Oh.
They stopped that early on, but that was an original tagline.
Because of
Okay.
Fast 7.
Okay.
No.
Because-
There's only 5 heroes missing on screen. Obviously, Superman is missing. He's going to come back,
He's
right?
gonna come back.
That's still only 6 heroes.
How many
So,
movies?
Big
How many
Bang-
movies are we gonna have to go through?
Big
and
Bang-
see
Do
about
what I
that?
gotta do, okay?
The 7th hero everyone is saying is going to be a Green Lantern intro.
Yes,
and Green
of
Lantern's
course,
going to show up at the end of the movie.
Because
Because one of the themes
Ryan Reynolds.
sounds like one of the themes is titled one of the themes is titled the Antiheroes theme, and the last track is A New Hope. All of a sudden, this New Hope comes in.
Star Wars?
No. But everybody's thinking it's the Green Lantern comes in at the last moment. I've been trying to
I
avoid
don't think
spoilers
so.
for this whole thing. Well, here's the
I
other.
want-
So
I
the
want-
Green,
I
so the
want
Green
Green Lantern
Lantern
to
is.
show
no,
the
I'm going to
Green-
tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's Green Lantern though.
The Green Lantern is Ray.
No.
Sorry.
Listen,
wrong
the other
story.
reason why, and I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it now because we're already there. Big Bang Theory has a with this season they have like a promo going on in collaboration with Justice League right now. And in Big Bang Theory, on their website, I guess there's like the thing you could like pick, and it chooses you a superhero, and and then go see Justice League at the end of this month, blah blah. And it's
Right.
One of the heroes you can end up being is Green Lantern.
Dude.
So they screwed it up because all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute, like it's an obvious oversight when corporations are just kind of trying to collaborate at the last minute. They're each wearing superhero shirts, and Sheldon's wearing his Green Lantern shirt, and they're like,
Okay, but what if,
that's the,
you know how BVS, they had a scene at the very end, they're doing the whole Marvel thing, they have like a little end scene. What if they just show Green Lantern at the very end? So
And
he
it
doesn't
could
really
be-
have a scene, but he's kind of
but
in
the-
the movie.
But it'd be a waste.
Essentially, they are going there.
They're pretty
They
much
are.
probably going to do that. Yeah, because he needs to have his own movie, his own
Right.
introduction.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
They definitely want to
But for
relaunch it because
sure-
of Reynolds' downfall.
And yeah, sadly,
It needs a
Reynolds
relaunch.
is not going to
It
be.
needs a
He's
relaunch.
not going to be Hal Jordan. and I'm
Reynolds
sad.
is Bay.
I wish he could be Hal Jordan. Ryan Reynolds is perfect.
He's
But anyways, so Justice League soundtrack, give it a listen if you kind of want to spoil yourself, and if not, don't even look at the titles. Just
Treat
listen to the music.
yourself.
It's beautiful. Danny Elfman knocked it out of the park again.
Beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
And anybody who's a movie music buff like I am, you'll love it.
Nice.
She's not that buff.
Stoked.
Have you seen my SoCal Fit Fam posts?
Oh yeah, actually, she.
SoCal Fit
Kind
Fam.
of fit ass.
Like, have you seen my arms? I'm wearing a coat right now, but
Rachel Fitfin.
Oh!
That's a good one.
Chuck Nunn PR service, ladies and gentlemen.
There you
do I
go.
have to pay you now?
909.
No,
What's your
take
number?
it. Just take it.
I'll take it. All right.
8675309.
All right, well, super quick, I need to talk about our Nerdbot events that are going to be coming up later on in the month. Oops, I killed the music trying to set it. Here we go. Fix it. All right. So later on this month, all right. So coming up really soon, November 9th, we got Nerd Nights. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Nerd Nights.
This will be our last Nerd Nights of the year.
When is that one more time?
November 9th, my friend.
November 9th.
Let me get the year to you so
that's
you know.
next week.
It is next week.
One night only.
In this very ring. I'm sorry.
Brother.
I'm sorry.
Oh, when did Dwayne Johnson get here?
I saw Dwayne Johnson from 200 yards away, and I felt the presence
Dude.
of the
Did he
Dwayne.
say you're welcome?
I know that.
Did you smell what he was cooking?
I know that he looked at one of our Nerdbodians, Mr. Brendan Roberts, and it changed his fucking life forever. Like, you would have swore that Brandon Roberts touched the Pope. All right, and all he said was he looked at me for a split second. The Rock looked at Brandon, and he was reborn again. Ladies and gentlemen,
Christ.
The Rock will save you, ladies and gentlemen. Santo Cristo a la roca, a la piedra. All right, so The
When did he
Rock.
turn into the Boondock Saints?
Well, The Rock will not be at Nerd Nights, but guess who will be at Nerd Nights? Rachel Litfin.
Wait,
ladies
what?
and gentlemen. I know she's just finding out about it now, but she's going to be there. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Totally the Litfin. No, but of course,
It's not in my contract.
ScubaSteph. If you want to see ScubaSteph, she's going to be at Nerd Nights.
I'm
You don't want to
if
miss
you're
that.
going to be there, then.
And DJ Chuck
I'll go
Nunn.
if you're going.
Make sure you come check out DJ Chuck Nunn cleaning
I will
up
be there.
after everybody leaves. He'll be
Exactly.
there.
Yes.
He's going to clean up my tears left on the dance
Oh,
floor.
wow. And sweat. Because you get so excited. You just can't hide it. But check this out, everybody. Here's what we're going to do, all right? You can buy a ticket for $10, okay? And you receive an unlimited game card from Dave & Buster's, okay? So that
Dwayne
means
Coltrane wants to know if I'll be singing.
you'll...
Yes. Yes, I'll be singing.
She will now.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I'll dance.
Toto, by the way, I need to hear it, okay? Game card, $10, unlimited gaming all night on any of the games that are not ticketed. That's right. So they have the Star Wars Battle Pod, Jurassic Park, a lot of shooting games, Batman, Ghostbusters. You've seen it all there. They have all of it there. They have a giant Connect 4. Wait, hold on a second.
Sorry, no.
Rachel.
No.
Rachel,
Yes.
I was
Stop.
jamming.
that was a good attempt.
I was dancing.
All right. Star Wars and a lot more. We're going to have live music. The expansion pack My Band will be performing there live as well. So make sure you come and check it out. Drink specials all night. They say it's happy hour all night from what I hear.
Yes, it is.
All right. A private party up in the Sky Lounge. That's where we're all hanging out after dark. Pretty much hanging with Litfin doing karaoke up there.
Yeah, pretty much.
What
Yeah.
happens over there? Why am I
I
trying to
mean,
skip
I'll
it?
let you buy me a drink. I'll let you sing a song with me.
me a full-course meal? I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to say Four
got a
Loko for
little
a second.
Nacho.
I'll let you take me out to a steak dinner and never call me again. Smart.
Wow. Whoa. Wow, you ended the music with that. See what you did there?
such a downer.
But there's free parking there, ladies and gentlemen. You can find that there. And food. We're all going to be there. Rooftop DJ, awesome DMV games, and more. And, of course, a little bit later on in the year, actually, we're getting ready to launch this, all right? We're going to have more information soon, but we got the date for you. May 26th, Anime Pasadena, our newest convention here at Nerdbot Media, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my
Bringing
God.
to you basically our sequel to Nerdbot Con. We've got this going on, but we're going to have more details in this next month. But again, set your calendars, May 26th.
Oh my,
Anime Pasadena. Chuck Nunn is losing himself over there.
dude.
What have you got to say about Anime
He loves
Pasadena?
anime now.
I don't. Not. That's a big statement.
All right, he loves hentai.
He's
so
scared of commitment.
We'll go from there.
He's scared of commitment.
Stop.
He just dabbles.
And then we got the date.
Dabbling.
Anime.
Dabbling.
And then one
Not
last.
wiping anything
Wow,
yet.
toes.
One last thing, we got Nerdbot Con in 2018 coming up September 22nd. So if for some reason some of you are looking at your calendars right now and
Are we
thinking,
advertising this
I could
already?
really use it, you know what? There's
Why
no
not?
problem. You know?
September
you-
22nd, Nerdbot
There we go.
2018.
Do it.
You see, if you want to make things awkward, we can, Litfin. We can totally make it happen.
I can make things a lot. I can make a lot of things awkward.
Her
Anthony.
name's Fitfin.
Yeah, I know. Wow. All right. So, once again, we are back
You want
here.
tickets to the gun show? Tickets
Your
to
BotCast
the gun
live
show, Chuck?
Bro.
Bruh.
in studio.
Are you comping me a ticket?
Wow.
You want me to go?
Wow.
I want a free ticket.
hey, here's something you don't know about Chuck Nunn. He don't buy tickets, girl. All right?
Ooh.
He just shows up.
That's right. And maybe he'll get in. Maybe he won't. Who knows?
Chuck likes to lie.
The night is
None
young.
always gets in.
But that's the mystery of Chuck Nunn. It's not about the one question that we always ask is how'd you get in here? That's our question.
How'd you get in here?
Dude.
Who let you in?
Who let
Really?
Chuck Nunn in? That's the
Apparently, I
question.
wasn't supposed to be on stage this weekend.
Oh, really?
Are we-
According
are we-
to
Uh,
some-
We'll
We're
get
talking
to the
about that?
controversy
We'll get there,
soon,
yeah,
but I
we'll
want to
get
get
there
to
in a
that.
minute.
But I want to say who's in studio once again to people who are just stepping in. We got ScubaSteph in studio.
Are we done with
us.
announcements?
Cosplay, yes, we are.
Yay!
I'll play the
We got Scuba.
Yeah,
Scuba,
and then
Scuba
we
with
also
us.
got in studio DJ, Mr. Chuck Nunn.
What up?
He's
Mr. Chuck Nunn.
He's gonna be doing air spinning
DJ
invisible,
extraordinaire.
extendable records.
Rob Armadis goes, who the hell let Chuck in?
That's right.
We don't know. He just shows up.
So everybody's and now our
I
chat.
asked them that too.
Our chat is now alive on its own.
Our
with
chat
like,
is lit.
Everybody just comes to our chat to talk to each other.
I know.
Really?
Hi, guys.
It's like,
We're still
hey,
here.
hey, then the podcast's on. I want to show everybody my new cosplay. But no, we got ScubaSteph in here. She was just at LACC with the entire Nerdbot crew. Nerdbot girls had their own table behind the TMNT. Tell us what you saw going on there. What were you guys doing?
We were selling prints. We were selling wands. We were selling. The guys next to us, Prop Shop, was selling Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle costumes, like full.
Was he selling the full-on
Yeah,
suits?
he
Jeez.
sold a bunch of suits.
Really?
I was like, whoa, people have money at this con.
Wow.
Yeah. So he sold a bunch of.
There's nothing else like it, by
no.
the way. You what is
Can't
what
put
is
it
this
in
prop
that.
shop? Can we throw it out?
It's Prop Shop. I believe Prop Shop Garage. I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Prop shop garage.
Hey,
All right, so
Stephanie,
please-
I think somebody's
please
hitting
throw
on
that to everybody
you. Some
out.
guy named Elvin goes, ScubaSteph is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Wow.
I'd watch out with guys
Well, we
named
have the
Elvin.
same last name. That's kind of
Wow,
weird.
nobody
Is that my
nobody tell Mr.
Wow.
Zuleta
Wow.
Wow.
that wow.
I'm married.
Bird.
Yeah.
Bird.
The convention was awesome.
married in America.
I didn't like the whole
Prop
prop
ban? Yeah.
ban, and I saw some booths were selling swords. So I was
All right.
kinda
Yeah.
like,
I did want to.
Yeah,
I did want
I
to
thought
touch
that
on
was
that a
weird,
little
too.
bit because it. Wait. Why am I
And
applauding?
knives.
That's
I
not
saw
no applause. Hold
Oh,
on.
I mean, we're missing the most important thing.
No, well, let's not
It was
tangent.
BananaCon.
Yeah, let's.
BananaCon.
So let's.
No, this is in the same vein.
Yeah, I know this is the hottest talk about the banana. No, you're right. But yes, all right.
That's
So-
exactly what
but
this
hold
was.
on.
BananaCon.
We can't talk about BananaCon because our BananaCon guy was supposed to be here. And he couldn't. I'm just kidding.
Banana gun. Da-da-da-da.
No, but here's what happened.
Da-da-da-da.
Yes, banana guns. Okay,
Banana
but
gun.
so
Da-da-da-da.
it was roughly maybe about 2 weeks to maybe a week before the con came out that they announced that they were not going to be having any weapons of any sort, and not even swords, right? They didn't.
No,
they
nothing.
Not,
Literally
Nothing,
nothing.
a couple came up to me at our table because I was selling Harry Potter wands. I make wands, and they said that they even almost did not let them in with Harry Potter wands.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And I was just
God.
like,
Damn.
what?
I mean, who do they think they are? John Wick?
No, like
Yeah.
What do you
know
gonna
the
do?
pencil
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Which, you know what? Now that you say that, but now that you say that, I'd say like the amount of pencil murders has gone up like tenfold in the last 10 years in movies. Like the pencil has gotten a lot of use lately as a murder weapon.
But I saw a lot of people with a bat,
Right.
Because they're Harley Quinn or they're what's his name, Negan. You know, but a wand, a Harry Potter wand.
Well, the thing that ultimately rubbed me the wrong way was the fact that they were selling the fake, not just the fake guns, but the knives there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it flies in the face of what we're ultimately wanting to feel, which is after all the stupid shit that keeps going on, like the stupid Vegas shit, you know, like you can't help but have that lingering in the back of your mind when you're trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, when you're walking around and like the first thing you see is a glass booth with knives in it, you're like, great, there's people who are buying knives here. Yeah. And then that feeling of security.
Here's the thing. Actually,
one second. The feeling of security that they're trying to instill by creating that ban goes away when you see those knives there.
Well,
Sorry,
as soon as people bought their weapons, they actually went into a weapons check afterwards, and they could pick it up after the con. That's what I was hearing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You were not allowed to carry it around because I was not actually seeing people carry around katanas. I was not seeing that, but people were
So
buying
that's
them.
cool, but why does anybody need like wood cutting knives at a freaking con? Like, and they're not even wood cutting. They're
As soon
literally
as
just they're knives you can buy at an indoor swap meet.
They're these
I can't
ones.
confirm that.
flip
I only
knives.
heard that from a person.
Right.
I don't remember who I heard.
Well, I saw them with me own eyes.
I don't know.
Tiffany Alexis Stellar says, they sent me back to my car because of her empty sword scabbard, which was quote unquote too sharp.
Wow.
See,
It's an empty sword scabbard.
I don't know.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is I'm all along with if they're going to create the weapons ban, I'm totally with it for safety reasons.
Safety, yes.
But don't be hypocritical and have the
Yes.
guy selling actual knives and they're
Yes.
like the real problem that we're trying to avoid was still there and then facilitates the issue that we're all just trying to move past. So it was just
Frank
it
Ramirez
was sad to
goes,
see that. That's
they
all.
took my bat, but let a bunch of other Negans have them.
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
a bunch
See,
of
I hate
Negans.
that. I hate that.
Exceptionalism.
They're gonna enforce it. Well, do you know what? Enforce it all the way. Don't let people slip through the cracks because that's not fair. Because you
Right.
just ruined someone's day, and then yet you have these people walking around. Actually, this is actually kind of crappy. When Igor was entering the prop contest, he had a black pillowcase with the helmet in it. Right. We were in a rush. We literally just walked right in. No one checked it.
Yeah.
He's literally holding a huge black
A big
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? Nobody stopped us.
Right,
Like we
right.
just walked right in with this black bag. I'm like, I know. Just keep walking. Just keep
Right.
walking. It's if they're gonna implement these sorts of things, they have to be way more thorough about it
Right.
because they weren't really.
Right. I mean, I'm not even worried about the props so much. It's the fact that there's just
But
something.
it's the fact that he could get in with a big black bag like that.
How about the fact that if anybody wanted to really do damage there, if
anyone wanted to, they
just
could.
they just went
They
to
really
go buy a
could.
knife and start going to the Rocks crowd and start
Right.
doing shit. That was my thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
like the weapons ban is neither here nor there when that's there.
Right.
Now none of it makes sense because now the guy who should be able to get his bat let in is not being let in, and then this guy's not. All right, you guys made your reasons there, but what's the reason for the guy that all he's selling are the fake guns and the knives?
Right.
Like, why can't he just sell the fake guns? I don't know. It was just super weird.
Another guy real fast said
uh-huh.
that he couldn't bring in his drumming sticks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Okay, so we have somebody going. Heather Gentry. Actually, Heather Gentry goes. There was a guy walking around making balloon weapons for everyone.
Oh, so that's the.
Rick.
But
that's
one thing I
awesome.
want to say
So
is Michael
here's the
Powell.
hero.
I want to go back onto that one, but real quick.
All right, I'll
Michael
kill the
Powell.
applause.
Yeah, Michael Powell goes. I wanted to say this earlier. Depending upon which weapons check you went to, some were more lax and some were more strict. And I hate that there was no criteria across the board. That's crap.
Yeah.
Then back to Heather Gentry, the guy walking around making balloon weapons for everyone.
All right, yes, please. Can we give this guy some love?
I believe his name is Rick. He was awesome. He was
Actually, we
at our
got. I'll
table
actually throw
a
it
little
out
bit.
to the Nerdbot
Rob
gods.
actually goes
Hold on,
Brian
hold on,
the
hold on, hold on.
balloonist.
Brian, sorry.
Oh yeah, there we go. If we can throw it out to the Nerdbot gods to tag Brian's page
Yes, Brian.
on here, so you guys can see he was walking around making balloon guns,
Yeah.
but banana guns,
Yeah.
balloon blasters.
That's
he actually
awesome.
he had one big mega big gun or what is it, a bazooka?
Yeah, I
and that
saw
had
it,
things
yeah.
bananas
It had bananas
flying,
coming
spiraling
out.
out of
Yeah,
it.
it
So
was
that's
great.
really cool. I'm sure you'll find
That's
pictures of it on his site.
So
Super
the
cool.
first day of con, walking up, I was only there for a couple hours because I was helping do prop deliveries last minute. And walking up into con, I realized, oh my gosh, I missed out. I should have worn a banana suit
Yeah.
and carried around a
Wow.
sign that said lethal weapon on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Yeah.
I should have got. We should have been Lethal Weapon, you guys.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been.
We're
great.
totally trash.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they let you in with your guns.
I know. Oh my god.
But other than that, other than that, as far as the con goes, it was a really good time. They filled it up a lot this time. There was a lot more celebrities on all ranges of it. You'll be able to see our interviews that we do at nerdbot.com, so check them out. And our Instagram actually had a lot of stuff going up there too, so at Nerdbot Media. One thing I want to get to with Chuck Nunn, because he actually had a really awesome time at Club Comic Con, so we need to hear this because what the hell, man? Black Eyed Peas, Chuck Nunn.
And you were there.
One epic night.
On stage.
Wow.
Blackout Peas.
All right, so what happened?
Blackout Peas.
Here we go. Strap yourselves in, everybody.
Yeah.
How'd it
Strap
go?
it like
Who did you meet?
Real exciting.
Who did you
story.
meet?
I met Flavor Flav.
That
was cool.
Nice.
I think I met everybody. All of them. Fergie was there too.
Wow. Are
she
you
wasn't.
serious?
She wasn't there.
Oh, wow.
She wasn't there.
You met her
But I met her.
Wow.
I met Fergie.
You're being so elusive right now, and I'm like, oh, hey
Tell
man,
us-
how
tell
was the amusement park? Which ride did you get on? Fucking all of them.
Dude,
man.
I got on all of them.
Real quick,
Which one was your
in the
favorite?
comments,
All
you
of
guys,
them.
hold
Fucking-
on.
I liked all of them.
Hold on. In the comments, if you were there at the Black Eyed Peas party Saturday night of Los Angeles Comic Con, shout it out in the comments.
It's
We want to
Club
hear from
Comic-Con.
you.
Please tell us what happened.
No, Club
I want
Comic Con was
deets.
Friday night.
I want deets too.
What the hell was Saturday?
Saturday was just the Black Eyed Peas concert. Club Comic Con was Friday night.
Oh, Club Comic Con on Friday. was
I went to
dope.
Club Comic Con
Okay,
on Friday
that's,
night.
that's
That
what we
was
want to
dope.
talk
That's
about.
where I met Fergie.
No, but it was two different parties. Friday
Was
night
it just a girl that looked like
There's
Fergie?
two parties.
No.
There's two parties.
There was two parties. Friday
Yeah.
night was Club Comic Con.
Right, but there
and
was-
then Saturday night was the Black Eyed Peas
So
concert.
which one was Chuck Nunn at?
Both.
Saturday.
Which one did you play at?
He played
Saturday.
Saturday.
I went to both, but
Okay.
Saturday.
All right,
Saturday he
I want to
played.
hear the one that
played
you played
after
at.
He
the
DJ'd
Black Eyed
Saturday.
Peas.
Let's
All right.
talk about Club Comic Con
No,
first.
you played after the Black Eyed Peas.
Let's
Okay.
end the show. How about that?
Dude. I
I'm
played
just
after the Black Eyed Peas. I don't know what happened. Sound was like weird for a little bit, and then we got to go in and
Hashtag shout out to the sound guy, everybody.
shout out to the sound guy.
Good job, guys. All he had to do was control like 4 inputs.
dude. Yeah, and then we fucking partied. I played a bunch of stuff that I didn't think I was gonna play.
Your music that you made?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
I played some of that.
Where can
Played
people
some-
find your music?
You got acoustic out?
Dude, I just
Tidy pool?
Dude, we had no sound, and I just stopped. I brought out a guitar and kumbaya to everybody.
That would be the best thing if the power ever went out and then you bring out a guitar and you get everybody singing.
And everybody goes.
Real quick, you
That would
guys.
be
dope.
Hold on. Okay, in the comments, Rebecca Chesler, she goes, "Can we talk about waiting over 2 hours for the Black Eyed Peas to come on stage?" Can you talk about that?
Wow.
That would be fantastic if you could kind of tell
All
your
right.
story in the comments, and we'll read it in a minute.
Yeah, and I'll allude to it on my end, which is sometimes the best things are worth waiting for. You know?
Oh, wow.
So
That's awful.
That was great. That was
What-
beautiful.
That was what you need for.
No.
beautiful. We're
All right.
sorry.
All right.
sorry, Rebecca
How
Chesler.
about maybe they were saving the world and then they had to get back in their clothes?
Black Eyed
before-
Peas are not superheroes.
And
We've
that's
been
what
over
their-
this.
They
that's
have
what
a
their
comic book.
book's
You know,
going to be about.
just
But they have
because
a
the Black
comic
Eyed
book.
Peas have not been seen in the same room as what are the superheroes?
I mean,
are they superheroes?
did you see them?
No.
I don't know.
Were
They have
you-
a comic book. That's all I
But
know.
were you there and did you see them?
I was asleep at 10:30.
No.
So then how would you know? See? I think I just proved you wrong with logic.
I was asleep.
I
at
saw
10.
them.
I was asleep.
They
Saturday
saved the
night.
world with
Any
love.
other notable names that you saw while you were there?
I was just talking about him earlier. Orlando Jones.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
I hugged him in Flava Flav.
Was he
Nice.
wearing
DMC,
anything
right?
like 7-Up related at all?
No.
Damn it.
No.
I always hope that he like,
Rebecca
kept something.
Chesler goes, the Black Eyed Peas sans Fergie was not worth waiting that long for. I agree, though.
Dang.
I agree.
I thought they were cool.
Were they cool?
Yeah. I thought it was cool.
Well, if you don't eat your Black Eyed Peas, you won't get your dessert, which sometimes is Fergie. So she,
I wanted to go to the after party, but I was
trash
so
out.
tired from the Friday after party.
you were so tired.
So the
Yeah,
Friday
I
after
wanted-
party was really good,
The Friday
actually.
after party was awesome, and I wanted to go to the Saturday, which had the Black Eyed Peas, but
Right.
I was like, Z's.
Well, you also worked the con as well.
And it
which
was
is
my
You got
good.
them
birthday.
black eyed Z's.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Excellent!
We're not going to do any better than that tonight, folks. I'm sorry. I think we should end on a high note.
Chuck Nunn just won the internet.
Chuck Nunn won the internet. He won dial-up. He won.
Dial-up?
He won 56K.
What's dial-up?
Can I win AIM? Can I win AIM?
Hold on. She wants to know what dial-up is.
Bro. You serious?
Once upon a time, There
They don't
existed
know
a
that?
form of technology.
I thought we're the same age.
Communicate.
Oh, I'm messing with everybody. I remember dial-up
But you could not use the phone.
at the same
Or
time.
you would get very disconnected, little girl. I always end up talking like Santa Claus at the end of my Gandalf thing.
Dude.
Because Gandalf is Santa Claus.
You know,
He's
oh
everywhere.
my God. Rachel just made the ultimate connection. Gandalf is Santa Claus.
See,
Dude.
when Michael Powell said he wasn't a fan of the little stories in between each song, I heard that they went really political in between each song.
They
Right.
did.
Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah.
Shut up and play music.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
It's a free concert.
Music is about
Of
a
course,
message.
I mean, if it is a free concert, they kind of have every right to talk.
Whatever they wanna do.
Yeah,
Because
that's
whatever
true.
they want to do because nobody paid.
That's true. That's
and
true.
that's wise words from Rachel Litfin. Say whatever you want, even though I don't agree.
Rachel
It's a free
Fitfit.
country.
It is.
Rachel Fitfit. I need a hashtag.
We need to get that started. Well, we ditched Kapowski and we're going with.
I need a hashtag
Fitfin now.
FitFin now.
All right.
Hashtag FitFin.
Thank you very much. Chuck Nunn.
I mean,
Chuck Nunn, do you have any upcoming performances? Anything you want to plug?
And where
Now
you can find your
before-
music
yeah,
at.
and then where we can find all your stuff at.
You could find all my stuff on everything across the board.
On Grindr, check them out.
No. Oh, okay. Not
Tinder.
everything. Not everything.
Wait.
Not everything. Facebook,
Yahoo
Instagram,
Personals.
SoundCloud, No, I'm just kidding. Craigslist,
MySpace.
He's got a couple tracks on Craigslist.
Snapchat, dude. Yeah, go scoop them up. Give you a discount. Yeah,
He
just
sells his old
everything
t-shirts on
/ Chuck
eBay.
Nunn.
He sells the songs in bulk, so it's cheaper if you buy it that way.
Dude.
Rebecca Chesler goes, I thought Chuck was cool until they replaced him with a shittier DJ that I had to listen to for like 2 hours before the Peas came out.
That's pretty much
I know
every.
That
who
is
that
the
is.
best.
That's
Compliment.
actually every
I know who
that's
that is.
every event that we've been to is like we're always mad when they replace
It was her
Chuck
words.
Nunn.
Her
We're like,
words,
why?
not
We
mine.
go
Thank
like,
you,
why-
Rebecca.
We're either mad that they didn't have Chuck Nunn on earlier or that he just didn't play the whole set. But we need Chuck Nunn. So where'd you throw out your stuff at? Sorry, Instagram. Where you at?
Instagram at Chuck Nunn, Twitter at Chuck Nunn,
There we
Facebook.com,
go.
and
You got
SoundCloud.com
a Twitter?
/Chuck Nunn. Yeah, I don't use Twitter.
You've
though.
been twatting without us?
Dude,
Bro, you tweet?
no. Well, I just share my Instagram
Do you
posts on
even
Twitter.
tweet, bro?
Tweet, bro?
I just
thought we
share
were
stuff.
friends. I didn't even know you had a tweet.
Oh my
Bro.
god! All right. Sorry, ScubaSteph. Brain fart.
What do you want? What do you want?
Scuba fucking Steph. Please
I don't
throw it
scuba
out.
dive. Don't.
Scuba swag.
I've never scuba dived in my life.
I never scuba dove.
Please throw out your ever famous and super like Titan taking over Instagram tag, please.
Good
You have so
morning.
many followers.
You are insane. She is a powerhouse. If you don't follow ScubaSteph, please follow her.
Do it.
Amazing, beautiful
Right now.
pictures
Do
every
it.
day. She will keep them going, please.
Her eyebrows are on point.
Everyone's embarrassing me.
Wow. Please throw out your Insta.
Oh, you can find me on ScubaSteph
Oh my
on
God.
Instagram.
Hashtag cooking with Kylo.
That was scary. Oh yes, and you know what?
do the Kylo
How
voice,
dare
do the
I?
Kylo voice.
How dare I go over cooking with Kylo? One of the best things to come along
She
in
does.
Nerdbot.
Cooking with Kylo.
I do a show called Cooking with Kylo. It's super dumb, but we have fun doing it.
I love 'em.
And it's a cooking show with Kylo Ren, who is me, and then a clone trooper, which isn't accurate, but we're working on getting her an accurate stormtrooper helmet. But we do a cooking show, and it's really funny. It's really dumb. If you like funny, dumb stuff, check it out, Cooking with Kylo, on my Instagram, ScubaSteph, Facebook, ScubaSteph.
I eat their food
It's
when
our
they're
second.
done.
It's actually our second highest rated show because
hysterical.
yeah, like second to the Flash Origins, which
Rachel's
segues
been on it.
perfectly.
I have once in a while. I'll usually come in at the end of their episode and eat whatever they make.
Yeah.
My favorite one was they were making like a lemon dish.
Yeah.
And there was never enough lemon in it, and never enough lemon in it, never enough. And at the very end, I come in the episode and I'm like eating. I'm like, there's so much lemon in this.
There's a shit ton of lemon in that.
Litfin, where can we get a hold of you on the
Litfin.
Instas and the things?
I am on every social media platform under Rachel Litfin. My last name is Litfin. I post under the hashtag FinOnFire in case you can't remember how to spell that. So on Instagram and Facebook are my main platforms, Rachel Litfin. And yeah, that's about it.
Do it.
All right, and then
And apparently now I'm FitFin.
now are you going to
Hashtag
be on?
I've
FitFin
been
Are you
Fitfin.
working
involved?
out like crazy.
Are you involved in Reverse Flash Origins episode
Thank
3?
you for reminding me
Episode
to
3?
plug the fan series I'm in
I
as
plugged
well.
it, but are you in?
I am
this
in
next
episode
one?
3.
All right, cool. So everybody,
Reverse Flash.
you'll be seeing more of this.
Reverse
there.
Flash Origins. We're shooting episode 3 soon. It should be live and then
Soon.
Soon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll
I'm not
leave
putting
the
dates on
details.
stuff.
But if you want to check those out, you can find them at the nerdbot.com site, or you can go to our youtube.com/nerdbot, and you'll find all of those there, as well as all of our BotCasts. We upload those there too. And of course, who doesn't want to miss a BotCast? Hey, forget about it. All right. So without too much further ado, I got to end the show, everybody. But it's been such a slice of life with y'all.
Yeah,
Thank you
Yes.
for joining
We've
us
got
tonight. You were wonderful. We
I got
loved
to
your
touch on
comments.
Nerd Night super quick, November 9th. Make sure you come and check us out at
Do it.
Busters
Next
of
week,
Arcadia.
Thursday night.
We'll be
That's
there.
right. We are going to be
Next
there. Make
week,
sure you get
Thursday
a
night.
$10 gets you in and gets you an unlimited gaming card, please. So make sure you come and check that out. We also have Anime Pasadena coming May 26th next year. So book your calendars for that as well.
All Might's going to be there.
That's right. And as well as Nerdbot Con September 22nd. So we're already booked for that next year. So guys, we need you to come out and support us for all the things that we do. And of course, support us online. Tell everybody about Nerdbot. Tell everybody about Reverse Flash Origins. Tell everybody about Chuck Nunn. If you really want to, you can tell everybody about Chuck Nunn.
Bruh.
You don't have to be embarrassed about Chuck Nunn. We're always
Chuck
telling
Nunn
them.
has got some.
I think
But-
everyone
You're
is
welcome.
there.
Hashtag that.
Everyone
you.
loves the Chuck Nunn.
Chuck
Right.
Nunn's got some.
Well, we
Yeah.
are on Instagram at Nerdbot Media. Make sure you find us on Facebook on facebook.com/Nerdbot Media. Like we said, the YouTube is youtube.com/Nerdbot. And of course, we do everything we do at nerdbot.com. This has been the BotCast. I'm your host, Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'll take everybody out with an awesome, what do we got? Trader.